Okay, check this out. This book is so good. I recommend this book for anybody who is single. When I tell you this book will get you through being single with ease, because what it is she's helping you heal, she's giving you direction, and she's giving you pointers to help you succeed in being single. So it's like being single, reading this book, being single is not a bad thing. It's a good thing because it's helping you to understand what's going on through every process. So let me give a part to you. You are trying to hold on, stay grounded, but slowly, bit by bit, you realize that you or your relationship is falling apart. You are sad about it, but there doesn't seem to be anything you can do about it. In the meantime, you must remember that just when things look like they are falling apart, they are actually falling into place. When you are in the meantime, you are in a time of healing preparation. You are being prepared for the grandest experience of your life, unconditional love. So when that shit is falling apart, it's supposed to be falling apart. It's time for you to start healing. Pray and ask questions. It is dangerous to believe that everything that shows up in your life is the path to what you want. Some things show up to help you get a clearer vision. That's like when you be feeling like, oh, this ain't working, this ain't working. It showed up to give you a clearer vision. Other things show up to help you clarify or heal your intent. Then there are those frequent occasions when things are on their way to someplace else show up, and you mistakenly believe that they are yours. Your expectations were not clear, so you begin to adjust the picture. So she talk about your expectations and like how most of us are single, but we want a man, but we don't have any expectations in life and in relationships. You must be very clear about what we want and what we expect and what we want to experience and what we are willing to do to get it. And it had me thinking, because it's like, I honestly want a man to have a relationship with God, and that is so hard to find, because most men, they say they believe in God, but they have never really tapped into God. They have never really been to church, never really been baptized, don't really have those core values. So it's like they still need to heal. And I realized that it's hard for me to deal with a man who is not healed, because it's just like so much, like for real, you gotta really, really, really be ready, because they will drain the shit out you with their unforgiveness, with their anger, with their past, and all type of other drama. And so, she make you think about what you really want so that you can move forward and make the right choices. Not until you surrender the anger, resentment, desperation, insecurities, and fear can the meantime become a meaningful experience. There is no prescribed period or length of time you can spend in the meantime. And that's being single, because this is your time. It's really for you to understand what you want and what you don't want. Then she said, you will stay in the meantime for as long as it takes for you to not only get ready, but for the other side to get ready. In other words, you may be ready, but your divine mate may not be ready. You may be healed from your insecurities, but your perfect partner may not be quite healed yet. You will be in the meantime until the divine person is prepared and ready for you. So, it's just like stuff like that. It's just eye-opening stuff. When we learn to live from the consciousness of truth, responsibility, integrity, and unconditional love, the things we once wanted will no longer be satisfied. That's when you go to growing. And that's when you go to changing and realizing what you deserve. Self-love will enable you to take the healing time, the healing space without the fear. Sexual compatibility will not do it. That dick ain't gonna mean nothing. That pussy ain't gonna mean nothing. The need to be needed will not give you enough strength. The desire to be taken care of will not give you the courage. You've got to know how to love yourself, whether you are in or out of a relationship. So if you ain't never did it by yourself, it's going to be hard trying to have a perfect relationship. If you ain't never really tapped into love by yourself, if it's always been according to how other people make you feel, you didn't know what to do. That's why you did what you did. You want to know what is right, what is the right thing to do next. You were supposed to give up the need to be right in the basement. Be careful. If you are blaming and pointing fingers, you can be sent back to the basement. So it talks about being in relationships like once you grow, ain't no blaming. It's all on you. It's all on you. It's all on you making changes according to what feels right to you. So you can't say, oh, he always doing this, he always doing that. Nah, it's all on you. You need to make the adjustment. What am I doing wrong? Why am I even in this relationship? Why am I even putting up with this? No matter how much of an experience or how much of my trash I try to toss on another person, in the end, there is no one to deal with other than myself. She said, I made the choice or failed to make the choice. I was not clear. I was not honest or willing. I went out there with strange expectation looking for trouble, and I got it. This is so good. What you do in response to what you feel is called meantime behavior. This is the behavior that gets you into trouble in your relationships. This is the passive behavior that makes you feel bad, weak, dumb, or stupid. And the aggressive behavior that makes you angry with others and makes you feel guilty or ashamed of yourself. It is the experiences you have in response to such behavior that lead you to believe that love hurts. Love does not hurt, it heals. What hurts is what you do or fail to do in the name of love. This shit is good. You gotta keep reading it. But she gonna break it down for you. Love is not about ignoring your feelings. Love is not about trying to control what someone is doing. Love is not about remaining silent in fear. Oh, she goes on and on. True love can only exist between equals. This equality is not specifically limited to income or education. It includes a commonality in what people expect of themselves and want for themselves in and out of a relationship. So it's about what you expect. It don't matter what the other person have. It's all about if you two expect the same thing. That's what makes a relationship work. Love is a choice. We either choose to live as a reflection of the love that we are, or we choose not to. The people in our relationships come to show us what we need to do to choose love. You must first be willing to be saved. You must be also willing to be loved. God uses people to let you know where you are in love's house. And by this, she's talking about like the different levels. Like she start you off in the basement, and she talk about like all the things you do in the basement, like the basement behavior, like when you always mad and angry and want to fight and you can't control your emotion. She help you heal from that, and then like you on the first level, then the second level, the third level. And when you finish this book, you're going to be on the top, because you're going to know how to manage everything that you need to manage in order to find love. This is so good. Check it out. It is In the Meantime, Finding Yourself and the Love You Want. Do not believe that what you do in the meantime is useless. So you was in that relationship and it didn't work out. Everything you do, every relationship you have prepares and brings you closer to the grand experience of total unconditional love for yourself and for others. Your job is to avoid the temptation and the trap of thinking that every relationship has to be the relationship that lasts forever and ever. Amen. Every relationship is the relationship you need at that time.